Today's drones are packed with technology. One of the top is the famous obstacle avoidance. The drone is so smart that it scans areas and avoids anything in its way. So, is that true? Well, here's the truth about drone obstacle avoidance. First, all technologies have limitations. You may have heard fancy words like LiDAR sensors, AI-powered processing, but the truth is your entry-level camera drone is only equipped with visual-based sensors and very limited processing power. Here's the full specs from the manufacturer. Speaking human, this means that the visual-based obstacle avoidance sensors can only work on solid surfaces with distinguishable pattern, inadequate lighting, with flight speed less than 43 kilometers an hour. They struggle with things like hydro wires, a person wearing white standing in snow, and in low lighting conditions. Second, not all drones are created equal. Take DJI's Mini series for example. The Mini 4 Pro has omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, while the Mini 3 Pro only has tri-directional with forward, backward, and bottom sensors. All the other Mini models don't have the forward or the backward sensors at all. So be sure to check your specific drone's make and model. Number 3. Obstacle avoidance can be turned off. This is where knowing your system is absolutely necessary. You see, this is the first thing in DJI's settings. The obstacle avoidance can be set to bypass, brake, or off. Actually, I don't know why bypass is the first option, because that's trusting your drone to navigate around objects automatically. Personally, I prefer to set it to brake. So if there's anything within 1 meter, the drone will stop approaching and hover, regardless of my joystick input. Now this last one, why would anyone turn their obstacle avoidance off? Well, this is for precise close-up shots and when you're comfortable with your piloting skills. Just don't forget to turn it back after. Another scenario is during takeoff or landing in tight spaces close to people or buildings. This is where the drone may refuse to come back to the landing spot, so I may turn off the obstacle avoidance temporarily. In addition, don't forget this analog switch on your controller. Turning it to S Sports Mode will automatically turn off your obstacle avoidance, and the warning message disappears quickly. So if you were looking away from the screen, you can easily miss it. Or because this switch stands out from the controller. A few times when I packed the controller really tight, I accidentally switched it to S mode without knowing it. When I turned the drone back on, the warning message wasn't there, so I could have easily taken off without knowing the obstacle avoidance is off. And don't get me wrong, even with its limitations and quirks, the obstacle avoidance is a great feature. It helps drone pilots to detect objects, provides a failsafe to stop if it's set to brake. It's aimed at enhancing situation awareness and reduces the risk of accidents. But by no means should they be used as a substitute for good drone practices, such as knowing your system and using checklists. Now, just what's on that checklist? Hit subscribe, turn on notifications for our future videos.